Back in 1978, one of the most influential games in the video games industry would get made, Space Invaders. Originally being created for arcade cabinets, the game would later get ported to consoles, most notably the Atari 2600, which saw sales for the console quadruple after the port's release. While video games were still seen as a novelty during this time, video games in the 70s had a much larger audience as compared to the 60s, which meant that gamers were now also targeted by video game advertisements, not like in the previous decades, which mostly took distributors and companies who had enough money to buy arcade cabinets into account. Looking at the promotional material for Space Invaders, we would see what would be essentially the first video game box covers. Like almost all box art covers being made at the time, it followed the same format. An image of the game in the middle enclosed by a square, which ironically portrayed the game realistically, when in truth you would get something more... The outer edges of the box are shaded in flat monotony, and on the top of the image you would see the Atari 2600 logo above the title of the game. Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of one of video games' most revered characters, Mario, said that the game was the industry's most revolutionary title. When we look at that claim, it's not that hard to see why. It helped action games become the dominant genre in arcades and on consoles, and it introduced new game mechanics and features that would later on become the standard within the industry, such as multiple lives and progressive difficulty.